In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use Microsoft Excel's Find feature. So the first thing is, where do we find this feature? Here on the ribbon at the top of the screen, you can click on the Home tab, scroll all the way over to the right, and in the drop-down, here we find it. Now, a basic search, let's just type in some text. Let's type in the word sales. I can either press the Enter key, or I can press Find Next, and it jumps to the cell that has sales. I can say Find All. I click that Find All button, and it creates these little links. Now there's only one of them, so I'll demonstrate this with something else. Let's try, for example, the word Format, F-O-R-M-A-T. I click Find All, and there are two cells that somewhere within the cell contain the word format. So I use these links to jump back and forth. So now let's look at, so we know where to find the feature, Home, and over here on the right we click the drop down and Find. You can also hold down the Control key and press the letter F, and this brings up the same dialog box. We've done a basic search. Now let's look at some of the advanced options. So some of the advanced options, you click on the Options button, and you can see that you can search within the current sheet or the current workbook. You can search by rows or columns. If you select a large range, or let's say the whole workbook, it will just determine, does it search this way, back and forth, or up and down, first of all. And look in values, formulas, or comments. So you could even search within the comments that you enter. Now, if a comment is basically this, where we select a cell, right click, insert comment, and just say this is a comment, and I'll put sales. I'll just put the word sales. So now we go back, open this again, and it's on my other screen, so I'll just drag it back here. Now I'm going to say look in comments. I'm going to type the word sales, press Find All, and there's only one comment that has the word sales. So it has selected this cell, and it has found the our search word. Also within the options, you can also do this. Click Options, match the case. So I could say I want to find something that has, let me just give you an example here, the word format with a capital F, F-O-R-M-A-T. So it won't find the word format in the cell here, and it's only going to find this one because it has to be exactly like that. So I change back to looking in values. I press Find Next, and there it goes, it finds it. I press Find Next again to cycle to the next occurrence. There aren't any. Click Find All. I'll just increase the size of this. There's only one cell that has exactly uppercase F-O-R-M-A-T. And if I select this, match entire cell contents, let's do a test here. If I type in lowercase F-O-R-M-A-T, it has to match the case, be exactly like this, and match the entire cell contents. So I'm going to say Find All, and it tells me it can't find anything because the word format here, where is it, in this cell, doesn't count because this says match the entire cell contents. If I uncheck this, press Find All, now it finds it. So we've looked at advanced options. We've selected a bunch of, let's do this trick. Yeah, we selected some cells, Find Next, Find All, search cell range. So I showed you before how you can look within the entire sheet or the entire workbook, but there's another way we can do this. Let's highlight a range of cells, only, let's say, these 6 cells. So if you highlight only one cell, it will search everywhere. If you highlight a range of cells, it's smart enough to realize you only want to look within these selected cells. So now I'm going to type in the word search, I'm going to press enter, find next, and it does find it. It's actually already highlighted. Let's do another example. If I highlight all of these cells like this, and I say I'm looking for the word TO2, find all. So it finds 2 occurrences, and we can cycle it back and forth, but only in that selected range, the range I selected with the mouse. Now this is an interesting feature here, wildcards. So I'll open this once again. Let's say, for example, you want to search for, let me see here, something like this. The asterisk represents any one character. So I'm just going to remove the E. So it's R, and we'll say it will not match the case. R, any one character, G-I-O-N. Find all, and it finds 2 occurrences, and I can jump back and forth between the 2 of them. And let me see here. I could also do this. If I said find all like that, look at all the things it finds now. 10 different things with the letter R, any number of characters, and then the letter N. So we can jump back and forth, and it finds a whole bunch of cells that have R, and then any number of characters, and then the letter N. Now if I say delete the asterisk, put in a question mark, as you can see here, only question mark equals only 1 character. So this would be equal to run or ran. Find all, and there's only 1 of them. So here we see R-A-N. That means the letter R, any 1 character, and then the letter N. So that's actually a very useful feature as well. It just takes a little bit of practice. Now, here is something that is just a great tip. Most people are amazed when I show them this because they didn't even know this was possible. So let's do this. Now let's just clear this out. What we want to do is search for a particular format. So I want to find all the cells, let's say, that have the format just like this. So we don't care about whether there's a comment, the contents of the cell, whether it's a date, which is really a number, or a text. I'm just going to do this. Go up here again, find, and here I'm going to say choose format from cell. Click on this cell. Now I'm going to say find all. And look what we've got here. 4 different cells with that exact format. So we can click back and forth using these links all over the model. Well, in this case, we're only looking in this particular sheet. But you can see how useful this is. So let me just close this. I'm going to hold down the Control key, press the Home key. It goes back to the top left. And the last thing here is replace. I'll cover this in another video. But you could combine find and replace. If you notice, there's a little replace box here. So this is when you don't want to just find things. You want to find it and replace it with something else. But I'll do that in another video.